Greetings everyone. Today I'm here with a nice life hack when it comes to speaking with a foreigner, and I bet you might find yourself in a situation when you're just out of ideas for things to talk about with your foreign friend, and you might just get stuck and feel helpless and look hopefully into your friend's eyes, begging for a beginning of your chat. Such a dramatic situation I've described, and yet you'll feel what I mean. So, in a situation where you just feel that silence for an uncomfortable amount of time, and you feel the urge to say something, and yet you're just out of ideas, you don't know what to talk about. So here I am with my top tip to help you really kickstart a conversation which might be meaningful, long, and unforgettable. And the topic is pretty simple and casual. It's food. Believe it or not, it's just food. And I know you might be just smiling right now at your screen thinking like, what? I don't think there is much to discuss. Like, okay, I might start with my favorite foods or dishes. The foreigner might also come with his or her favorite items or goodies, and that might be the end. And yet it's not what I mean. I don't mean talking about your food choices or culinary adventures or tastes. What I mean, I was inspired by my own students in our lessons. They would often ask me questions like this. Okay, teacher, what's the English for borscht? Okay, what's the English for pampushki? What's the English for vareniki? And now I'm here to answer all of those questions, and also to assure you there is no way, absolutely no way, to translate any food names into any world languages. Okay, just take it from me, just believe it, and you can also check it out, and don't just take it for granted. And anyway, remember this: you can never ever translate any food or dish names, okay, into any languages. They are names as well as your name or your city name, and they aren't translated. And I can give you an example from a different culture. Like, imagine a Latin American who starts talking to you about their cuisine and their culinary culture, and they just say something like, okay, I really suggest trying feijoada, and something like, have you ever tried ceviche? Well, I bet in the first place, it will even get stuck with the sound of the fancy name itself. Like, what? Did I even get the name right? Did I comprehend it? And did I catch all the sounds of that word? Not to mention all the ingredients necessary for the recipe or the cooking process. Those words don't just ring a bell for your mind, because not only did you never hear of them, but you also have no idea what they're all about. So in the first place, whenever you start a conversation about your local foods or about your foreign friends' local foods, start with a description, with a proper description, what that particular dish is all about. Beginning with the particular ingredients necessary for the recipe, all the way through the cooking process, finishing with some serving tips and traditions. That's a perfect way to get to know some other cultures through their culinary courtesy and traditions. and you tap into those cultures and cuisines through such a nice chat with your foreign friend, and you might discuss all the, cooking tips that a certain recipe takes, and that might go on for ages. When you try to describe certain traditions involved into the cooking process and things like that, they might spark a delicious conversation. And also, that's a true cross-cultural interaction between people from different cultures and countries and languages. And then only one tip for the end of this video about this particular word, cuisine. For Jamie Oliver's sake, I've heard so many different kinds of pronunciation that my students initiate and create. Please, it's cuisine. It's not cousin or cuisine or some other nightmare. Please, it's just cuisine. Remember that too. And good luck with your culinary and food chats.